In a small town filled with noise, rush, and restless hearts, there lived a golden retriever named Milo. He was gentle, golden like morning sunlight, and always wore a calm smile on his face. But his story wasn't a happy one. It was a story of loyalty, patience, and love that never gave up. Milo was adopted as a puppy by a young man named Ethan Carter, a college student with big dreams but a small life. He worked two part-time jobs and barely slept, yet he always made time for Milo. Every morning, Ethan and Milo walked together to the train station. Ethan would pat his head and say, "Wait for me here, buddy. I'll be back by evening." And Milo always did. He'd sit under the old oak tree beside the station gate, wagging his tail every time a train arrived, believing that every sound meant his best friend was home. They were inseparable. Ethan wasn't rich, but with Milo by his side, he felt like he had everything. One evening, Ethan didn't come home. There had been a terrible accident on the highway. The next morning, Milo was still waiting under that oak tree, eyes searching every face that stepped off the train. Days turned into weeks, weeks into months. People began to notice. That dog, he's been waiting here for someone. Shopkeepers left out food for him. Children played near him. But Milo never moved far. Rain, snow, summer heat, nothing could move him from that spot. Every sunset, he'd look at the tracks, his tail wagging just a little, as if whispering to himself, "Today, maybe today he'll come." Years passed. The station changed. New paint, new benches, new faces, but Milo was always there. His fur had turned pale, his eyes a little tired, but his faith remained unshaken. One day, a kind woman who worked at the nearby flower shop sat beside him and said softly, "You're still waiting, aren't you, old boy?" Milo rested his head on her lap and closed his eyes for a moment, as if remembering every laugh, every step he once took with Ethan. The woman placed a small blanket beside the oak tree every night. She called him the dog who waits. It was winter, the kind that paints the world in silver and silence. Milo was weak now, barely able to walk. But that morning, as the first train whistled in the distance, something in him changed. People watched quietly as he stared at the train doors opening. He saw a young man, smiling, waving. Maybe it was memory, maybe something more. Milo wagged his tail, took one small step forward, and lay down peacefully, under the oak tree where it all began. The train left. The snow fell softly, and the old golden retriever took his final breath, still waiting, still believing. The flower shop lady and townspeople buried Milo under that same oak tree, with a small plaque that read, "He waited every day, not for food, not for comfort, but for love. And in waiting, he taught us what love truly means." Years later, the town built a bronze statue of Milo near the station, a golden retriever looking toward the train tracks with hope in his eyes. Travelers still stop to read the story. Children leave flowers. Please like and subscribe my channel for Milo.